Okay, well, I hope everybody had fun figuring out a song or a poem and then figuring out the rhythm to it and notating it on paper. And today our lesson is going to be how to write a limerick. A limerick is a kind of poem and it has certain rules to it. There are 5 different lines. Da 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 da, brum, brum, and brum. And that's it. That's as far as it goes. It's pretty short. But the 5 lines have to have this particular kind of rhythm to them. So I wrote it out for you. And it's clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap. And then you'll notice that I use different colors for the very last claps. And those are the rhymes. Not every poem has rhymes in it, but limericks do. So the limerick has the last sound of the last word of this line has to rhyme with the last sound of the last word of that line, and that has to rhyme with the last sound of the last word of the very final line. So in the example that I'm going to read to you, a place called Kilkenny, and then many, and then any. Penny would have worked. So you have to find a sound that has rhymes with it to be able to write a limerick. So house and mouse and spouse, or fawn and gone and Ron. So what you need to do is make sure that you choose things that have rhymes to them. Now for the middle lines, which you notice are shorter, they have to rhyme with each other at the end, but they don't rhyme with these ones. So in the example that I'm going to read to you, it's fight and bite. It's about cats, of course. Okay, so when you first figure out something to write about, you're gonna need to pick this word, specifically the end of the word at the end here, the sound that it makes, write down that word, and then think up all the words that rhyme with it. So you have a list of rhyming words to choose from so that you can figure out a rhyming word to go there and a rhyming word to go there. Then separate from that, you're going to choose a word for the end of this shorter line and make sure that it has a rhyming word next to it. So I'm going to read to you this one is probably Irish because limericks are from Ireland originally, and there is a town in Ireland called Kilkenny, and it's spelled Kilkenny. Oh, I'm sorry, Kilkenny. So it rhymes with any and many. Kilkenny. So that's not a place we know. I mean, we haven't been there, but it exists. So that's how it sounds. So that's quite often the first line is, there was an old man from Peru. Or it doesn't have to at all be that, but quite often a lot of them are from, they introduce a character and where he's from. And then they make sure Peru, shoe, glue, that they have a sound they can rhyme with. Okay, so this one is, there once were 2 cats from Kilkenny. Kilkenny. I keep saying it wrong. There once were two cats from Kilkenny. Each thought that was one cat too many. They started to fight, to scratch and to bite. Instead of two cats, there aren't any. So that's the pattern that you need to follow. It's the number of syllables, which is the same in our study here as the rhythm. It has to have this specific rhythm to it. And I'll read that again, but I'll do a better job of it. There once were two cats from Kilkenny. Each thought that was one cat too many. They started to fight, to scratch and to bite. Instead of two cats, there aren't any. So I would like for everyone to, as their follow-up work, to please write your own limerick. And it is a little bit of a challenge, but I think you can do it. And what you need to do is go ahead and get a piece of paper and write down this pattern. And if you have some colored pencils or pen, go ahead and add the colors, because that's going to help you with the rhyming. And when you think of your words, do your claps and figure out if they're coming out the way that they should. And try to be flexible. It's nice when your limerick tells a funny story and is interesting, but in order for it to fit, it might be a little bit silly and not make a whole lot of sense, and that's fine, because it takes a while to be able to come up with something. I had to look mine up. I didn't even try making one up. So you just do the best you can. Please stick with the rhythm, and then make sure that you do the rhyming that is indicated. These two rhyme with each other, and those three rhyme with each other. And that is great follow-up work. So have fun with it. Limericks are supposed to be silly and funny, but don't worry about it if it isn't. Just do your best. Do more than one. Have fun with it.